If you're thinking about getting one of these construction or renovation loans, you're probably thinking, which is the best for me? We're going to go through that in this video. Hi, I'm Jim Potts with Synergy One Lending, and in this video we're going to go through the different loan programs for both construction and renovation loans so you can determine which would be best for you. The reason this is important is because the financing strategy makes all the difference in the world. So there's a few questions you're going to need to answer before we can go to the next step. How long are you going to hold on to the property? 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Is using this property as an investment and a rental when you're complete an option? How much are you considering for your down payment? Or do you already own the property or you're trying to acquire it? And what's your credit? So next we're going to break down the renovation and construction loan program so you can see and determine which is the best for you. So the first loan we're going to talk about is the FHA. There are two versions. There's a streamline and a standard. If you're familiar with FHA and what are the benefits of using the FHA program, one of those is it's only 3.5% down payment, allows lower FICO scores and higher debt ratios. So this program is typically for somebody that doesn't have a large down payment and may not have the best credit. So in general, here's how the program works. So what's the difference between the two FHA products? On the Streamline, that's going to be for $35,000 or less in renovation work and nothing structural. So as an example, that's going to be cosmetic, right? So we have nothing structural. We're going to do paint, maybe a new roof, windows, flooring, update the bathrooms and kitchen. Now on the other hand, the standard 203K will be for anything above $35,000 in renovation costs or if there's anything structural involved. And then we need to have a 203K consultant. That's the one additional piece. An example here would be a property where somebody wants to do a major remodel. They want to add a bedroom or a bath or move a bearing wall because that'll be structural. Or if there's anything termite damage, lead-based paint, asbestos, mold, all of that would go into a standard program. So one of the things that borrowers don't like about this program is that there's a 1 3/4% upfront mortgage insurance and the monthly is 0.85% regardless of your FICO score. So the 203K program is a little more expensive because of the upfront cost and the monthly carrying cost. So typically we see people do the 203K who can't qualify for the conventional loan programs. So now let's talk about the conventional construction and renovation programs. So the conventional programs are typically for somebody who has a little bit more down payment and a higher FICO score. So the conventional loan programs are going to have better pricing, lower closing costs, and carrying costs. Also on the conventional product, we have expanded guidelines as far as what can be done. So as an example, you can add a swimming pool. You can do landscaping and fencing, which you can't do on the FHA program. Now, if you qualify, this is one of the better programs for you. The only thing we have to be careful about is there is a limit on the amount of repairs that can be done, and that can't be more than 75% of the after completed value. So as an example, let's say you were purchasing a property for $100,000 and you wanted to put $300,000 into renovation or repairs, then you would exceed the 75% limit. As an example, let's say our after completed value is $100,000, then the renovation cannot be more than $75,000 on that property. So the key for this program is to find the right property so that the numbers make sense at the end of the day. So one of the things that's important with these programs is that you have a realtor that understands the program as well as the lender to help walk you through it so that you make the best choice on the property for the right price, and at the end of the day we come out with a successful conclusion. So the next program we want to talk about is the jumbo conventional and construction loans. So the jumbo loan program is for those people who are buying higher end properties, and the loan amount will exceed the conforming loan limits per county. So each county has a conforming loan limit that is set annually by Fannie and Freddie on what they'll purchase. Anything over that amount falls into the jumbo category. So as an example, in San Diego County, the conforming loan limit is $879,750. So anything over that would be considered a jumbo loan. So some of the pros on the jumbo one-time closed construction loan is that you can have building costs up to $1.5 million, loan amounts up to $2 million. You can do a primary or second home, and in addition, these loans have no prepayment penalties. So the key on these programs is qualifying. On a primary residence, we're going to require 20% down payment, and if it's a second home, we're going to need 25%. So one of the things borrowers need to watch out for on these is we do need a 5% contingency to be built into the loan, or you need to have an additional 10% in reserves after closing. That money is there in case you run into additional things you were unaware of, that you have cash to take care of that. In addition to that, you're going to need at least 9 months of reserves for principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So jumbo loans have a few more hoops to jump through and a little tighter on some of the guidelines. They're best for people who have more down payment, higher FICO scores, and more reserves. Now, another loan program we want to talk about is both the VA and the USDA programs. So if you qualify for a VA or a USDA loan, then the construction and renovation programs work the same way. The VA loan is specifically for a veteran who has VA eligibility. On the other hand, the USDA program is for anyone who's purchasing in a rural area. So if either of these situations fit you, you may want to explore the options of the VA or the USDA construction or renovation programs. So that's the summary on the construction and renovation programs. If you qualify for a regular home loan, you qualify for one of these as well. So if you're exploring the option of taking out a construction or a renovation loan, whether you're a realtor, a lender, or a home buyer, I'd love to have a conversation with you. All of my information is around this video someplace. I'm Jim Potts with Synergy One Lending.